Have you ever felt like you're caught in a storm, tossed around by events you can't control? A missed promotion, a sudden breakup, or just the constant pressure of daily life? It feels overwhelming, right? What if I told you there's an ancient secret, a mental toolkit that can help you find calm in the middle of any chaos? This isn't some fleeting self-help trend. It's a 2,000-year-old philosophy that guided emperors and playwrights through plagues, wars, and personal tragedies. This is Stoicism, and it's your guide to building an unshakable inner fortress. Imagine a philosophy so powerful that the Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius used it to lead his empire through constant turmoil, writing his private thoughts in a journal we now know as Meditations. Or Seneca, a famous playwright and advisor who wrote letters on how to face adversity, exile, and even his own death sentence with dignity. These weren't just abstract thinkers, they were men in the arena of life, and Stoicism was their practical guide. The core idea is simple but revolutionary. We don't control what happens to us, but we have absolute control over how we respond. That's where our true power lies. So let's start with the first, and perhaps most crucial, Stoic principle: the dichotomy of control. This is the bedrock of Stoic practice. Picture a circle. Inside this circle are all the things you can control: your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your choices, and your character. Outside this circle are all the things you can't control: what other people think of you, the economy, the weather, getting sick, or whether someone cuts you off in traffic. The Stoics say that most of our anxiety, frustration, and suffering comes from trying to control what's outside our circle. We worry endlessly about things we have no power over. The Stoic solution? Focus all your energy on what's inside your circle. Let's make this practical. You're preparing for a big job interview. What's outside your control? The interviewer's mood, the other candidates, the company's hiring budget, or even a sudden power outage. Fretting about these things is a waste of your precious energy. What's inside your control? How well you research the company, how meticulously you prepare your answers, the effort you put into practicing, the clothes you choose to wear, and the confident attitude you decide to project. By focusing solely on these controllable aspects, you not only perform better, but you also detach your sense of success from the outcome. Whether you get the job or not, you can be proud because you did everything within your power. You controlled what you could. That is a victory in itself. This shift in focus isn't about giving up, it's about strategic living. It's about channeling your energy where it actually makes a difference. Now let's move to our second powerful Stoic tool, amor fati, which is Latin for love of fate. This sounds a bit extreme, doesn't it? Love everything that happens to you, even the bad stuff. But it's not about being passive or enjoying suffering. It's about radically accepting reality and even embracing it as necessary. The great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by the Stoics, put it this way: "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it." Think of it like this. Life presents you with a set of circumstances. You can fight them, complain about them, and wish they were different, which only creates more suffering. Or you can accept them as the raw material you have to work with. A cancelled flight isn't just an inconvenience, it's an unexpected opportunity to read a book or call a friend. A project at work fails. This isn't just a setback, it's a powerful lesson in what not to do next time. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Amor fati teaches us to see every event, good or bad, as fuel for our growth. It's about transforming obstacles into opportunities. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we start asking, "How can I use this?" This transforms you from a victim of circumstance into an artist who can create something beautiful out of whatever life throws at you. It's the ultimate act of empowerment. Our third Stoic practice is perhaps the most humbling, memento mori, or remember you will die. Now this might sound morbid, but it's actually one of the most life-affirming practices you can adopt. We live our lives as if we have infinite time. We put off telling people we love them. We delay starting that passion project. We stay in jobs we hate, always thinking, I'll do it tomorrow or someday. The Stoics used the constant awareness of their own mortality not to create fear, but to create urgency and meaning. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. Imagine you woke up every morning and truly understood that this day could be your last. Would you waste it on petty arguments, mindless scrolling on social media, or worrying about what others think? Or would you focus on what truly matters, on being kind, on contributing something of value, on experiencing the beauty of the world around you? Memento mori is a filter. It helps you sift through the trivial distractions and focus on the essential. It's a call to live with intention, courage, and gratitude. It's not about dying, it's about living fully right now, because now is all we're ever guaranteed. So don't wait for a near-death experience to start living. Use the thought of death as your daily advisor to live a more vibrant and meaningful life. The final pillar of our Stoic guide to inner peace is the concept of the view from above. This is a powerful visualization exercise practiced by Marcus Aurelius. He would imagine his consciousness detaching from his body and floating upwards, higher and higher. He'd see his city, then his country, then the entire continent, until the whole earth was just a small sphere below. From this cosmic perspective, he would look down at the bustling affairs of humanity, the wars, the politics, the personal dramas, the frantic scurrying. From this vantage point, how big do our personal problems really seem? That argument you had, that embarrassing moment, that deadline you re-stressed about, they shrink in significance when viewed against the vastness of space and time. This exercise isn't meant to trivialize your problems, but to put them in perspective. It helps you detach from the emotional intensity of the moment and see the bigger picture. You realize you are part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. Your life is a tiny, beautiful flicker in an immense cosmic story. This view from above cultivates a sense of humility and connectedness. It reminds us that most of the things we worry about are, in the grand scheme of things, insignificant. It frees us from the prison of our own ego and allows us to approach our challenges with a calmer, more objective and wiser mind. Try it sometime. When you feel overwhelmed, just close your eyes, take a deep breath and float up. So let's bring it all together. The Stoic path to inner peace isn't about eliminating emotions or becoming a robot. It's about mastering them. It's about building a resilient mind that can withstand life's storms. It starts with the dichotomy of control, focusing your energy only on what you can change, your own thoughts and actions. Then, it's about embracing your fate with amor fati, seeing every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. It's about living with urgency and purpose by practicing memento mori, remembering that our time is finite. And finally, it's about gaining perspective with the view from above, understanding our place in the vastness of the cosmos. These aren't just philosophical ideas to ponder, they are practical tools to be used every single day. Start small. The next time you feel a surge of anger or anxiety, ask yourself, is this within my control? When something doesn't go your way, ask, how can I use this? Take a moment each day to remember your mortality and ask if you're living in a way that truly matters. And when you feel overwhelmed, take a mental step back and see the bigger picture. This is how you build your inner citadel, a fortress of tranquility that no external event can breach. Peace isn't something you find, it's something you build, thought by thought, action by action. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Stoic wisdom. I hope these ancient lessons can bring more peace and resilience to your modern life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on practical philosophy for a better life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which Stoic idea resonates with you the most? Stay strong and be well.